the Earth, the Moon. Beautiful. Hello, I am David Earl Moravy, and you're watching Musings with David Earl Moravy. Thank you very much. Our beautiful Earth is behind us, our Mother Earth and the Moon. And my musing today is about Star Trek, and specifically Star Trek Starfleet Academy, the newest series in the Star Trek universe, which is now 60 years old, believe it or not. On September 8th, 1966, Star Trek premiered.
At the edge of the universe, 400 men and women are probing the immeasurable blackness of space. Their leaders are an Earthman with no fear and a stranger with no heart. Travel beyond our time and solar system, into new galaxies, into worlds beyond your dreams. Star Trek, every week, in color on the NBC television network.
And I was just an infant at 1 year old, believe it or not. Yes, I was there. However, I don't remember watching it as an infant. The only thing I remember as an infant is seeing the man land on the moon.
Houston, Tranquility Base here. The Eagle has landed. Roger, Tranquility. We copy you on the ground. You got a bunch of guys about to turn blue. We're breathing again. Thanks a lot. Okay, Neil, we can see you coming down the ladder now. I'm at the foot of the ladder. The limb footpads are only impressed in the surface about 1 or 2 inches. I'm going to step off the limb now. That's one small step for man, one giant leap for man.
I remember that moment, but I don't remember watching Star Trek as an infant. Later, in the early 1970s, when I was a young child, watching things like Gilligan's Island and Bewitched in syndication, Star Trek was there in syndication, and I fell in love with Star Trek and all of its characters and all of its stories back when I was a child in the early 1970s. Because of that success in syndication, especially to children and young teenagers who could watch it at their leisure every day of the week, Monday through Sunday.
These are the voyages of the Starship Enterprise. Its 5-year mission to explore strange new worlds.
Lieutenant Kyle, I want a complete sensor scan of the planet.
Aye, sir.
Locate all life forms. I want to know what's going on down there.
Join the crew of Star Trek weekdays at 6 on Channel 2.
Fandom just increased, and the demand for more Star Trek came, and so Paramount thought, these are children, young people watching it, enjoying it. Let's do an animated show for Saturday morning cartoons. Well, they did, and it lasted 2 seasons, and it was well received by the fans, but the fans were wanting Chekhov, and Chekhov wasn't there, and fans were wanting live action, because they weren't considering a cartoon as real at that time. So, with the success in the movies of Star Wars, Paramount thought, we can make Star Trek a movie, and they did. So, in the late 70s through the early 80s, Star Trek had its debut on feature films in the movie theaters, and, well, was very successful.
Nobody knows exactly what the movie's about. It was finished only last week, and there were no previews, but real Trekkies don't care about that. They just want to be among the first to see it. That's why they began lining up here 18 hours before the doors opened. But Why? Isn't Star Trek just another movie?
No.
It's
Star
more.
Trek,
It's
no,
more.
Not just a movie. No, it's not just a movie.
It's a following.
Yes.
We've been waiting.
It's a phenomenon.
Some Trekkies did get a little upset when evening ticket prices were boosted from $4 to $4.50, but nobody left. After all, some have been waiting half a lifetime to see Star Trek. Here's a sample of what they saw.
I've been programmed by Voyager to observe and record normal functions of the carbon-based units infesting USS Enterprise.
Jim, tricorder. Who is Voyager?
Voyager is that which programmed me.
So, was it worth standing in line all night for?
I really liked it. I liked the story. I liked the colors. It was just worth the money. Worth my money, anyway.
It's great. It's magic. It's wonderful.
Special effects were superb.
It was so good. Yeah, everybody has to see that. Now I gotta go see it again.
Star Trek may be the most expensive movie ever filmed. Over $40 million. There's some question about whether the studio can make its money back or not. But if it's a success, it'll be because most of the people here will come back to see it again and again and again and again as true Star Trekkies.
Star Trek, the motion picture, was just the beginning. 5 more movies would feature the original Star Trek crew. And because of that success, again, Paramount was listening and thought, we can make more money again. Maybe it's time to do a TV series again. Maybe. And Gene Roddenberry, the creator of Star Trek, was there. And he said, yes, we can do another series. Not with a cast from the 60s or from the movies, but a brand new cast.
24th century begins.
Welcome to the Enterprise.
In a special world premiere movie, Star Trek, The Next Generation.
Ready for departure, sir. Engage.
78 years have passed since the days of the original USS Enterprise. Now a new Galaxy starship has been designed with a new team of highly skilled Federation explorers. Starfleet Captain Jean-Luc Picard, Commander Riker, Executive Officer, Chief Medical Officer Crusher, and her brilliant son, Wesley, Lieutenant Commander Data, an android, the telepathic Troy, Geordi, a man with unique vision, Security Officer Yar, and Klingon Officer Worf.
Shields and deflectors up, sir.
Go to yellow alert.
Their first mission, investigate a new star base on planet Denim 4.
Thou art directed to return to thine own solar system immediately.
A hostile alien threatens the crew.
Now go back, or thou shalt most certainly die.
But they're determined to finish their mission.
Arm half photon torpedoes. Place them on ready status.
Hostile is now beginning to overtake us, sir.
Together, they stand trial before a merciless court.
You will now answer to the charge of being a grievously savage race.
Now, they have 24 hours to uncover the secrets of a strange world.
They're firing on farpoint, sir.
The classic legend begins an all-new adventure.
Let's see what's out there.
Star Trek, The Next Generation.
And honestly, when Star Trek The Next Generation came out in the late 80s, fans of Star Trek at the beginning were doubtful, and there were a lot of naysayers and negative comments because it's not my Star Trek, it's not what I saw or grew up or wanted to see, it's not Scotty, it's not this, not that. No, it's not. It was not the original Star Trek at all. It is a brand new Star Trek created by Gene Roddenberry and his team. And that new Star Trek took a little while for people to warm up to, but it was successful. And that started a whole new generation, if you will, of Star Trek fans. The old ones, many of those fans came aboard, and a lot of new fans became into existence thanks to Star Trek The Next Generation, and that went on for several years. Gene Roddenberry passed away, but the story of Star Trek was still in the hands of Rick Berman, someone that Gene picked to help oversee Star Trek The Next Generation, and he took over when Gene died. And under Rick Berman's leadership, Star Trek had lots of success for years to come. Many years. Yes, new Star Trek shows came, and each new Star Trek show came with doubters because it wasn't the original one, or because there's always reasons by someone saying it's not this, not that, and everybody's correct. Each Star Trek show that's been made, each one is a different take on that entire universe created by Gene Roddenberry and his associates. A whole universe is created, and there's many ways to look at that. And each show has its own unique version of the world of Star Trek. But in all versions, there's a variety of people, a variety of sentient people, beings, creatures, all working together to have a world that's better than what exists right now in the 20th century back then, 21st century now. Our current lives are just pale in comparison to what the future might bring, we might all be able to come. So Star Trek has always been that, and there's always been naysayers who say one thing or another. Even on the original Star Trek, there are stations in the South who didn't want to air the show because, well, there was a black woman who was an officer on board. There was an alien on board who looked like the devil, and many different reasons. Okay, Star Trek has always been diverse and inclusive, and it's always been about showing everybody respecting each other, working together for the benefit of everybody. Working together for the benefit of everybody. And every Star Trek show is a little bit different. They're not all the same. It's kind of boring, right? To see the same show all the time. You get tired of it. It's really refreshing to have new takes, new looks in the universe that's been created for Star Trek. As long as in the end, the result is people are working together, exploring and doing things to make their lives and the lives of everybody existing at the time better. And so, yes, today the language is woke, but the reality is Star Trek has always been that way. There's nothing new about that. And so, when the latest Star Trek show came into being, Star Trek Starfleet Academy, before it even became available to be seen on live streaming TV, there were naysayers, people complaining a lot, wanting attention on YouTube, wanting people to listen to their complaints. And honestly, there have been people complaining about Star Trek forever, and yet it's gone on for 6 decades. And there's a variety of Star Trek. And you know what? I tell you what, I personally like all of Star Trek. I have found that the best way to watch any new Star Trek is to not compare it to anything else. Go in with a fresh mind and watch it for how it is presented by the creative people. And that's especially true of Starfleet Academy. I have watched it several times now, the whole season, and I say it's a great show.
Caleb. What's that one? Right there. Right there. One day, when we have our own ship, we are going to go visit. Alright. First, that's right.
Bye-bye, Mommy!
I love you! Mama? I'm so sorry.
You hold on to how much you hate me right now, kid. It'll keep you warm at night.
Find him! Portal breach. Caleb, I've been looking for you every single day for the last 15 years. Come with me to Starfleet Academy. The Federation will help you find your mother.
That thing is taking us to the school?
That is the school.
Being a cadet in Starfleet Academy means being open to the people around you.
I understand sometimes I feel invisible, but mostly awkward.
Let's go! Show me you're worthy of this uniform!
I want to be captain. I need to be captain.
My family, you're either the center of the universe or you're nothing.
A warrior does not let a friend face danger alone.
I've spent my whole life getting away from stuff, letting someone in. It's hard.
If I lose control, I can hurt people.
Doesn't scare me.
I'll owe you something. It is coming with a big red bow just for you.
Is anybody listening? Listening.
Man, why does everything have to be a full-on lesson in this place?
Because it's a school, Caleb. It's time for you to stop telling the story. Be a part of it.
Star Trek Starfleet Academy has fresh characters on fresh journeys. I can remember when I was young, in my 20s, and was just fresh on my own and had a fresh journey through my early days of college. This reminds me of that. It's a great show to watch. And hey, if you like it like I do, go to change.org, sign the petition. Let's ask that it stay on TV longer. Live long and prosper. And remember, Star Trek is about hope. Hope that humanity can fulfill infinite diversity and infinite combinations. That's IDIC. And I tell you what, we can and we shall. In the meantime, thank you for watching my videos. Please subscribe, like, share, and always live long and prosper.